Most interviews, no matter what the industry, are designed to assess a few key areas: professionalism, interest in the job being offered, fit for the job, including applicable skills, and personality. Here are some tips on the do's and don'ts of interviewing. Do be sure to dress appropriately for your interview. If you're a man, wear a suit. You can never go wrong with navy blue or charcoal gray, a white shirt, and a nice tie.
If you are a woman, do make sure you wear a suit to the interview. Either a skirt suit or a pantsuit is fine. Don't wear large jewelry, loud colors, or too much makeup. Don't give a limp handshake. Nice to meet you.
Do give a firm but not bone-crushing handshake. The key to a good handshake is to get the web between your thumb and forefinger fully in contact with that of the person with whom you're shaking hands. Also, don't forget to make eye contact and smile. So tell me about yourself.
Well, I was born in San Francisco and then my family moved to Boston. Well, actually the suburbs of Boston, about 20 minutes outside, but you tell everyone Boston. And then I went to UPenn in Pennsylvania, and I started out as an art history major, and then I switched to economics.
This isn't a license to tell your life story. Rather, use this as an opportunity to give a concise summary of your career, abilities, and goals.
I'm a very energetic and organized person, which is why I'm drawn to opportunities such as this one. I have over 4 years experience at the associate level, and I'd like to further my career path.
Interviewers want to know how you assess your good points and your bad points. What would you say is your greatest weakness or area that you can improve upon?
I have a tendency to oversleep. In the past, I've overslept and missed important meetings.
Okay. When discussing your weaknesses, avoid personality or character flaws. Instead, focus on areas that could be improved upon over time.
If someone isn't working hard enough, sometimes I end up picking up the slack. I'm working on just sticking to my own order of business.
So, are you married?
I'm single.
It's actually illegal for interviewers to ask you certain personal questions, such as your age or marital status, so you don't need to volunteer that information.
If you like, you can answer like this.
Let me ask you, are you planning to have a baby in the next few years?
I'd rather keep the focus on the job.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks for coming in today.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Do you have a copy of your resume?
Here you go.
Thank you.
Do you have a business card?
Yes. Here you go.
Thank you.
So tell me about your last job.
For example. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hey, how are you? Do you mind? Is that all right? Yeah, not too much. Okay. See you then. Bye. So as I was saying before.
If you forget and it goes off during the interview, apologize immediately and turn it off without checking who's calling or answering it. We hope these interview tips have been helpful. For more career advice, go to vault.com/videos.
Your manner and your dress sense certainly say a lot about you, but your body language can still let you down. Here's what you need to know before you walk into that interview room. The interviewer will show you to your chair. This is the all-important hot seat, and the way you sit conveys a lot of information. Take a moment to position and get comfortable. But not too comfortable. Look relaxed. It encourages your interviewer to feel at ease in your company. However, no matter how informal the discussion, avoid slouching. An interview is not the time to come over all shy and retiring. Folding the arms across your chest or turning the shoulders away conveys a nervous, negative, or even aggressive attitude. That's it. Use your upper torso to define an open and honest attitude. It's important to concentrate during your interview. Stop constant eye movement or repetitive looks to the floor or ceiling. By moving the eyes around the room, you risk looking devious, apprehensive. Give your interviewer your full attention. Look and listen. During the interview, don't transfer your butterflies into reflexes like fidgeting. Channel nerves into simple yet elegant hand gestures to endorse what you say. Crossing your legs during the interview is agreeable and will not appear as defensive as crossing your arms. Being physically expressive as you speak shows confidence in what you're saying. Use your hands to roll out answers or give shape to your ideas. That's it. The interviewers think you know what you're talking about. However, don't exaggerate the gestures. You're not breaking moves at the local discotheque. And avoid finger pointing. Perfecting your body language requires practice in a pressure situation. So try to train yourself as much as possible. Doing so will help you iron out awkward habits and prevent clumsy moments.
Love it. Great interview, guys. Cheers. See you later.
Hello there. Have you ever interviewed for a job? Of course you have. Today, we're going to look at some do's and don'ts of the interviewing process. These are simple things a recruiter looks for during every interview. When you make a good first impression, it puts you in a good position for a possible second interview. This is John and Jane. Let's take a look at how they perform. We'll start with John.
Good morning.
Hey there.
You're running a little late today.
I had some trouble finding you guys. This place is bigger than I thought, so I had to Google you.
Freeze. Major mistake here. Always research where you're going before you get there. Scout your path and time your trip. Don't wait until the last minute. The recruiter's time is just as valuable as yours. And wear clothing that indicates you're professional and polished. Simple things like sitting up straight tells the recruiter you want to be there, and that makes a good first impression. Now, let's see how Jane is doing.
So, do you have any examples of your work?
Yes, yeah. I brought these magazine articles to show you the style I like to write in.
Like to write in, okay. Did you write any of these articles?
Oh, no. My printer was broken at home, so I couldn't print them out.
You know what? That's okay. We'll just come back to this later. Why don't you tell me what you know about Chesapeake?
Well, I know you have a lot of really pretty Christmas lights.
Christmas lights?
Yeah, I see them up here every year. And you do stuff in the community, and there's always a lot of construction going on.
Freeze. What is going on here? This is all wrong. Research the company and the position you're applying for. The recruiter is interested in your reasons for being there, and ask questions that pertain to your interview. Bring real examples of your past work to show the recruiter. This also includes school examples, if they apply to the position. Now, let's take a look and see if John is improving.
John, did you bring a copy of your resume today?
Didn't you get the one I sent an email?
No, I didn't.
That's a bummer.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. What kind of vacation does this job have? I'd really like to start off at about 3 weeks. I got this thing about being off in June. And does this job pay pretty well?
Freeze. Never start requesting specific benefits information during an initial interview, and maintain a positive attitude throughout your discussion. Things might not always sound the way you want them to, but stay focused, and please bring extra copies of your resume. You're probably not the only candidate the recruiter is speaking to.
So, could you tell me about the retail position you held?
What retail position?
The one you have listed here on your resume. Could you tell me why you left?
I worked in a retail position?
Freeze. And know what's on your resume. It's about you, so be able to answer questions about when and why you started or left a previous job. Right. So let's recap what we've learned today. Show up on time, not 30 minutes early, just on time, and be flexible with your time. You may be asked to speak with more than one person while you're there. Research the company you're going to work for. Know what they do, and if you have questions, ask them. But make sure those questions are relevant to the position you're applying for. Bring resumes. This interview is about you, so be prepared. Know what's on your resume. Be able to give specific information on dates and results from specific projects. And be honest about your answers. After the interview, remember to send a thank you card or email. Use a little common sense, and please be patient. Recruiters see a lot of candidates, but they will get back to you. This concludes how to prepare for an interview.